Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to St. Louis Park, Minnesota, the campus of Benilde St. Margaret's, where tonight it's Metro West Conference girls soccer. It's the visiting Chanhassen Storm with a record of 5-3-2 against the Red Knights of Benilde St. Margaret's at a record of 6-2-0. I'm Todd Cordo. I'll be hanging out with you tonight, calling this game this evening. St. Margaret's, Benilde St. Margaret's coming off a 10-0 win against Richfield High School their last time out. And looking to keep up their winning ways at a record of 6-2-0. Alexa Tatarin is the leading scorer for Benilde at 5 goals so far this season. Following up with her is the freshman Madison Stokes, 4 points, 2 goals on the season. It's a beautiful night here for soccer here in St. Louis Park. Benilde is going to be wearing white, and Chanhassen in the visiting dark blue with the gold numbers. Starting lineups tonight for Benilde, number 2, Emily Schmitz, number 3, Taylor Gelling, number 4, Alexa Tatarin, number 5, Anna Barger, number 8, Sophia Rue, number 9, Emma Vanderheide, number 12, Mimi Burns, number 14, Jordan Maddouse, number 17, Allie Coughlin, number 18, Madison Stokes, and 24 in goal, Maya Berg. For the visiting Storm is number 0, Dylan Melby in goal. Number 1 is Claire Navarra. Number 2 is Sydney Van Bergen. Number 3, Haley Risch. Number 4, Laura Powell. Number 6, Megan Sellinger. Number 7, Elizabeth Codet. Number 9, Grace Arrington. Number 11, Maria Westerhouse. Number 15 is Quinn O'Connor. And number 16 is Erin Schneiderhan. Looks like Chanhassen is going to be kicking off. And we're just about ready to go here from the campus of Benilde St. Margaret's High School. Metro West Conference action tonight. Referee looks at his watch, blows the whistle, and we are underway here. Chanhassen looks to advance the ball. Gets over to the left wing. Now across midfield, and it'll be out for a Benilde throw-in. Chanhassen throw-in, excuse me. And ball goes back over to Benilde. Now Chanhassen will return and look to advance. Switching fields. Now Chanhassen moving into the attacking third.
She looked up, she's like...
And Benilde will take over on the turnover. Looks to play it ahead for Madison Stokes, the freshman. And she gets there and controls, will look for support. That is number 4, Alexa Tatarin, leading scorer for Benilde. Taken to the 18-yard box. Now a shot goes wide. It'll be a Chanhassen goal kick. Shot there in from Sophia Rue. Goalkeeper Dylan Melby will be taking the goal kick here for Chanhassen. Junior goaltender. And ball played right to Benilde. Madison Stokes will control. We'll get it out wide to Alexa Tatarin. And now back to midfield. Taylor Gelling plays it in, and too far. Easily controlled by Dylan Melby of the Chanhassen Storm. Short kick, Tatarin looks to control it. Plays it back to Gelling. Now over to Anna Berger. Back to Taylor Gelling. And Benilde will look to advance with Allie Coughlin, who gets it up to Tatarin. No score so far, just underway here from St. Louis Park. Benilde so far enjoying most of the possession, and now they'll look to break. And pass does not quite connect, but now it's still controlled by Benilde. It's Allie Coughlin on the end of it, and Chanhassen will take over and move it up the field. And back over to Benilde. Chanhassen might have something here. This is Laura Powell on it. And great defense there.
And unless there's like 200 more freshmen.
Chanhassen still fighting for it, but Benilde will clear. Not too far though. Chanhassen still has the attacking third, and now it's cleared out to Allie Coughlin, who will look to move it ahead. Benilde largely controlling the possession here, and now it'll go out. Be a Benilde throw-in. Alexa Tadrin to take it. Benilde not finding a lot of space so far. Have had a couple shots on goal, still looking for one on target. Nice pass ahead, but does not quite get on the end of a Benilde shirt. It'll be a Benilde throw-in. And it looks like that's Mimi Burns going over to take it. Senior midfielder. Thrown in, does off of the head. Does not find another Benilde shirt, however, and now Chanhassen will look to break. They have numbers if they hurry, 4 on 3. And pass does not get on the end of a Chanhassen player. Benilde will take it back again. Alexa Tatter will bring it upfield for Benilde.
I mean, well, we came way too early for the ticket. No, I came after.
Junior midfielder, the leading scorer for the Red Knights this season. And that ball goes out of play. It'll be a Chanhassen throw-in. Be Sydney Van Bergen to throw it in. Over to Megan Sellinger. Chanhassen controlling it, looking to get out of their own third with it. And it goes back over to Benilde. That is Mimi Burns with it and gives it away to Chanhassen. Chanhassen with 3 on 3 if they hurry. This is Quinn O'Connor controlling it and now goes over to Maria Westerhouse. Will play it back. And comes to nothing. Benilde will take over and look to bring it back. Anna Barger has it in midfield. Will look to get a pass on to Alexa Tadrin. It's just a little too far. Goes out for a Chanhassen goal kick.
Into the game for the Storm, number 3, Haley Risch.
Substitution for Chanhassen. Haley Risch now out of the game. Goal kick for Chanhassen. And it's controlled by Benilde off the start. It's Mimi Burns with it. We'll look to move it forward for Tadrin. Gives it off to Gelling. And ball goes out of play. It'll be a Chanhassen throw-in. And the throw-in doesn't find a Chanhassen player. It's controlled by Benilde. Worked ahead to Taylor Gelling, who will get it ahead to Burns, who will look for Tadrin on the left side. Going down the left flank, will look to cross. And foul. Ball goes out of play. Be a Chanhassen throw. Controlled at midfield by Chanhassen. Got ahead to looking for Maria Westerhouse, does not quite find her. And it's controlled in midfield by Benilde. That's Burns on it. Over to Allie Coughlin. Coughlin again. Over to Burns, now up ahead for Vanderheide, who will shoot. And it's on target, but didn't get a whole lot on it. It was easily controlled by Melby there. We'll look to play it up. And back in by Benilde. Now on the right side. Stokes over there, now given away to Chanhassen. Chanhassen will hold it. Elizabeth Kodak goes ahead for now Quinn O'Connor on the ball. Taken away, nice play there by Taylor Jelling. Benilde controls back across midfield now. And look to get it ahead, and that ball's gonna run. It's kept in nicely, but Chanhassen will control, but it goes right back over to Benilde. Benilde's still with it now. Jelling in midfield, bringing it ahead. Continues to run. Shot here, potentially. Jelling, oh, just bumped off the ball. Nice defensive play by Chanhassen. It goes behind, and it will be a goal kick.
Into the game for the Storm, number 13, Allie Muffenmeyer.
Now coming into the game for Chanhassen is Allie Muffenmeyer,
Into the
number
game for
13.
the Red Knights, number 16, Maria Van Hove.
And coming in for Benilde is number 16, Maria Van Hove. Midfield change there. Sophomore.
Yeah, Maria!
There's the goal kick by Melby. And it is controlled by Benilde. Sent back for Madison Stokes, and now sent back in for Alexa Tadderin on the, no, excuse me, Jordan Madhouse on the right side. And ball goes out of play. It'll be a Chanhassen throw in. Ball sent forward, but now Chanhassen will get on the end of it and clear a little bit, but Benilde will take over. In midfield, Taylor Jelling. Now taken away by Chanhassen, and they will look to run 3-on-3. Can't quite get on that final pass. Benilde will control in midfield. And now back to Emily Schmitz, who will work it ahead. We'll find Allie Coughlin in midfield. Now over to Burns on the right side. Pass is deflected, and Chanhassen will control. And it'll go out of play. It'll be a Benilde St. Margaret's throw in.
Into the game for the Red Knights, number 11, McCall Rubbelkamp.
Now in for Benilde, number 11, Mikkel Brommelkamp. The throw-in is going to be deflected out of play. It'll be Chanhassen to throw it in. Just under the 30-minute mark in the first half. Still no score here between Chanhassen and Benilde St. Margaret's. Chanhassen controlling it in their own end. Looking to clear, goes right back over to Benilde.
I'm just trying to
Over to Allie Coughlin in midfield. Got some space. And Madison Stokes' pass does not find anybody. It's cleared out by Chanhassen. Still Chanhassen now in the attacking end, looking for support. Finds Quinn O'Connor on the right side. He'll take it into the corner. And it'll be a Chanhassen throw, and ball goes out of play. Chanhassen now with an opportunity to maintain some possession in the attacking end. Ball gets deflected. Chanhassen controls it still. Now they look to play it back. Look to get numbers in front of the ball. And it's cleared by Benilde. Madison Stokes gets on the end of it, looking for support, and that pass goes right back over to Chanhassen, and they will control back into their attacking end. Deflected out of play, off the boot of Allie Muffenmeyer. Chanhassen will control with the throw. And it goes back over to Benilde. Red Knights throw in, and it goes off ahead and will go over to Chanhassen. Benilde with the ball attacking looking for that final pass.
Win, lose, or tie.
Does not quite find Maria Van Hove. And it'll be another goal kick for
Oh, wait, no,
Chanhassen.
we won because that was the game where you got the header. I got the goal.
The cleat went up here on my arm, okay? And it threw me down to the ground. The ref didn't call anything.
Dylan Melby will line up the goal kick. Possession in this game still dominated by the Red Knights. But now here's Chanhassen taking over. Back over to Benilde. That's Taylor Jelling working it back. Over to Anna Barger. Back to Jelling. Now looking to move it ahead, Allie Coughlin. Madison Stokes. Coughlin again. Benilde seen a lot of the ball so far in the first half. Has yet to break through, however. And finds Rue in midfield. Taken away by Chanhassen, and they will look to move it ahead. Chanhassen in midfield. Still with it now. Laura Powell works it ahead. And controlled by the Red Knights in the end. Anna Barger with a nice defensive play. Deflected off ahead. It'll be back to Barger controlling it in her own end. And pass deflected by Chanhassen, but right back to Benilde.
Wait, were you talking about the guy who
Now the Red Knights will bring it up. Emily Schmitz with it. Across midfield, over on the right side. And ball will go out of play. Throw in for Chanhassen.
Entering the game for the Red Knights, number 7, Kiara Clacko.
Now coming into the game for the Red Knights.
Kiara
Kiara Clacko. And substitution for the Storm. Elizabeth Codette coming back in the game. As well as number 10, Victoria Holman.
What happened to no, I don't give up this part? 6 pages.
Yeah, I wrote so many notes last night.
Red Knights holding the ball now. Across midfield. This is Kiara Clacko, just came into the game. Now ahead for Stokes, and pass is picked off. And it will go back the other way, but not for long because Sophia Rue picks that pass off and will control it, look to move it ahead. She'll find Van Hove, and now into midfield. Stokes with it, top of the box. Now works it back, Taylor Coughlin. Coughlin looking to make a pass, and that one is intercepted by Chanhassen. Will work it ahead. And they will relieve the pressure. And as a Red Knight player gets on the end of that searching ball. Ball goes out of play. Chanhassen will control. They will throw in. Looking to get their first shot in this game. Going to be number 1, Claire Navarro, to throw it in.
Number 11, Maria Westerhouse.
Coming back in for Chanhassen is number 11, Westerhouse. Here's Navarro's throw in. Goes to Codette. Now a potential chance here. Westerhouse, who just came back into the game, had a shot, but it went wide. Did not trouble the Red Knights goalkeeper, Maya Berg. And so it'll be a Red Knights goal kick.
Entering the game for the Red Knights, number 9, Emma Vanderheide, and number 4, Alexa Catterin.
Coming back in for the Red Knights now, Emma Vanderheide. Here is the Red Knights goal kick. And gets Chanhassen players deflected. Benilde will control again. Over to Taylor Jelling on the left side. Will control it. She'll find Allie Coughlin. Look to move it ahead. That was Rue. Pass was a little wide for Madison Stokes. That ball goes out of play. It'll be Claire Navarre again to throw it in for Chanhassen. And finds Elizabeth Codet on that. Goes back to Navarre, but that ball will go out of bounds. So it'll be a Red Knights throw in.
I'm gonna save this.
And it'll be Stokes to throw it in.
Oh man, this one. Oh my. You can get it. I need to get away from that.
Barger back to Stokes. Now Barger again. Looks to cross. And that goes into the box. Oh, and it's deflected off Chanhassen, and that is a Red Knights goal. Didn't look like a very dangerous ball, but it got to the boot of number 14, Jordan Madhouse, the senior midfielder forward. Ball was played in by Barger into the 18-yard box, and it looked like the Chanhassen defender was going to get there, but Madhouse just beat her to it, and it went into the right side of the net. 1-0 Red Knights here. Almost 20 minutes gone in this match. Almost halfway through the first half, and the Red Knights take a 1-0 lead over the Storm.
Scoring for the Red Knights, number 9, Emma Vanderhyde. To assist on the goal goes to number 12, Mimi Burns. Vanderhyde from Burns.
So funny.
Assist on that goal, number 12, Mimi Burns. Goal scored by number 9, Emma Vanderhyde.
He wore his shirt today.
Now Chanhassen looks to respond with the ball on the left side deep into Red Knights territory, but that ball will go out of bounds.
Yeah, I do have to get
And Timothy.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not like that.
Throw in for Chanhassen here deep in Red Knights territory. And controlled by the Red Knights in the end. Foul there. It'll be a free kick for the Red Knights. Emily Schmitz works it ahead now across midfield. Alexa Tatterin has that go off her boot. It'll be a Chanhassen throw in.
I felt so uncomfortable. I did so much. I had to defend them. I'm like, I don't.
Out of play again. Wait for the Storm to throw it in. Controlled by Chanhassen. They'll work it back. Aaron Schneider and gets it forward. Now to the attacking third. Westerhouse works it ahead, but right to a Red Knights player.
And my dad's gonna be back.
And Allie Coughlin will control it. She'll work it ahead. Intercepted by Chanhassen, but does not go far. Madison Stokes will control it. And she'll work it ahead to Vanderhyde, the goal scorer. And it'll get back to Stokes, and then it'll get back to Rue.
Gonna, like, super glue them tonight, so hopefully that
And Vanderhyde will work it back to Coughlin, who will find Rue. Now a little more space in the open field. That's Kiera Clacko, who gets over to the right side.
And then I'll go shopping this weekend. I want the same kind.
Red Knights right around the 18-yard box. That shot is blocked. And now another shot comes in from Emma Vanderhyde, but easily controlled by Dylan Melby of the Storm. And she'll play it ahead. That threat snuffed out by the Red Knights. Gets it back ahead. And we'll find, just to not quite find Alexa Tatterin with that pass.
Yeah, that hill, and I had my cleats on, and I was like, this is weird. I can, like, feel the bottom.
That'll be a throw-in. Madison Stokes to take it.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. But
Red Knights get on the end of it. And look to cross. Deflected off of Chanhassen, but Benilde will not get a shot on it right away. Still controlled by the Red Knights. Right on the edge of the 18-yard box. Tatterin plays it back. And it goes back to Chanhassen. Coughlin picks it off. We'll look to get a pass into Tatterin, and she won't quite get there. It's controlled by Melby of the Storm. Red Knights looking for their second goal now. Still controlling a large majority of the possession. Here they control it again in their own half. Number 14, Cameron Olsen, coming back into the game for the Storm. And the ball will go out of play, and it'll be a Storm throw-in.
Into the game for the Storm, number 5.
A couple more substitutions here. Kelly Winters coming into the game.
For the Red Knights, number 12, Mimi Burns.
And it's number 12, Mimi Burns for the Storm. Coming in, Ellie Coughlin going out. Throw-in is deflected off a Storm player, and it'll be a Benilde throw-in. It'll be Mimi Burns to throw it in. Gets it in deep, and it'll be controlled by Benilde in the end. Cross in, goes right to Dylan Melby. No one got a chance to get on the end of that one. And she will play it ahead. Deflected midfield by Burns. Finds its way to Emily Schmitz, who will play it back to Burns, who will look to play it ahead. That pass, though, deflected and goes out of play. So the Storm will control it and will throw it in here in Benilde's attacking half. Gets it in deep. Not going to be able to get there, though. That ball will go out of play. And it'll be a goal kick for the Red Knights. Goalkeeper will give way. Won't be Maya Berg to take the goal kick. Coming up on 15 minutes to go here in the first half. Benilde St. Margaret's 1, Chanhassen 0. And Chanhassen with a good pass ahead. Does not quite able to gather it in, but now cleans it up there. Ball taken away by the Red Knights in the end. That was Westerhouse who had a chance to get on the end of that one. Just could not quite control it. Controlled by the Storm deep in their own territory. That ball will go out of play. That will be a Red Knights throw-in. And Sophia Rue will play it back. And now a crossover to Mimi Burns. It's Burns again. Looking for Stokes. She will control. Kiera Klacko will work it back now to just about midfield to Emily Schmitz. Now to the top of the 18-yard box, it's Tatterin. She will play it back. And now Burns again, challenged, but holds it. Gets it back to Klacko. And that's Emily Vanderhyde. We'll take another shot. It goes deflected off Chanhassen player before it ever gets to the goal. And Chanhassen will look to play it ahead now. We'll look to run a little bit. Nice play in defense there. But it gets back over to Chanhassen. They will still control it. This is Elizabeth Codet. She gets it. Now up ahead, picked off by the Red Knights. Kiera Klacko will look to bring it the other way. Up ahead to Tatterin on the right side. Ball does not go out of play. Still controlled by the Red Knights. Still held by the Red Knights. They'll look to get it ahead. Vanderhyde now. 3 players immediately converge on the goal scorer. That ball just goes off Benilde boot, and Chanhassen will control. Now up to midfield. That is Westerhouse. And she'll get it across the field to Codet, who will look to play it ahead. And Storm player's not going to quite get there. Berg will clean it up. Ball goes over to the left side and will stay in play. It's Stokes. Ball turned over. Chanhassen controls it. O'Connor to Greta Mertes. Now with Cameron Olsen in midfield. No foul there. Play will go right on. Red Knights will control. Look to bring it back into their own end. This is Rue getting it back. We'll look to play it ahead. No Red Knights players there. Dylan Melby will clean it up. And that ball played out to midfield, right to a Red Knights player. This is Stokes getting on the end of it now. And she'll play it to Rue in midfield. She'll take a shot. A nice shot by Sophia Rue. Easily handled, though, in the end by Dylan Melby. But another shot on goal for the Red Knights. Chanhassen trying to get an offense together here. It's Stokes controlling it. She'll play it ahead. Now dispossessed, Chanhassen will take over. This is Kiera Klacko now on the right side. That is Tattering. This is Sophia Rue. That's Vanderhyde. Now Rue gets it back. Looks to get it ahead. Shot off the crossbar. Cleared away, but not for long. Rue gets it back. And Chanhassen will clear. A really nice shot there, right off the crossbar. Red Knights are buzzing around that net. Have not been able to get a second one, however. They still lead 1-0 over the Storm. Almost 10 minutes left here in the first half.
Oh, and I also lost my iPod. I have no idea where it went. It was on my dresser one morning.
Tattering.
Turned off the alarm. Next, I come home.
Into the 18-yard box. We'll look to cross. No white shirts there. Cleared out by Chanhassen. It's like a handball called now against the Storm. So the Knights will have a free kick in a dangerous position. Just about 20 yards out, just past the 18-yard box. Vanderhyde looks to be the one who's going to take it.
On my phone. Yeah. I mean, like, I've lost my phone, which is why I had to get a new phone last year.
Free kick in. Gets through, deflected. Melby had it at first, but left a nice little rebound there for number 7, Kiera Klacko, to clean it up. And that is 2-0 for the Red Knights. Here just under 10 minutes left. They finally get that second goal they've been looking for. It was a great shot in, came in clear, and Melby did well to get to it, but left a rebound right in front. And that was an easy goal for number 7, Kiera Klacko. Off the kick now, it'll go in deep, and Chanhassen will have it. It's Quinn O'Connor who will look to do something with it. Too many white shirts around. Benilde will play it back.
Start to the Red Knights, number 4. Alexa Tattering.
Sophia Rue will play it ahead.
My mistake, sorry.
Jordan Maddouse now
Number
on the
7,
right side.
Kiera Klacko scoring the goal. Number 7. The assist on the goal goes to number 9, Emma Vanderhyde. So Klacko from Vanderhyde.
Vanderhyde adds an assist to her night tonight. Scored the first goal and now picks up an assist. Here's Klacko, the second goal scorer again with it. Looks to cross. And almost finds the boot of Jordan Maddouse, but does not quite get through. Chanhassen will go back the other way.
I honestly thought that there were about 12.
Controlled by Benilde. Ball goes out of play now. So Chanhassen will get a throw in. So 2-0 here, Red Knights. As we enter the almost last 8 minutes here of the first half.
Now in the game for the Storm, number 6. Megan
Change for the
Sellinger.
Storm, number 6, Megan Sellinger coming into the game.
Now in the game for the Red Knights, Number 16, Maria Van Hove.
Number 16, Marie Van Hove coming in for the Red Knights, sophomore midfielder. Ball goes out of play. Red Knights will throw it in. Red Knights definitely looking very solid for the first half. Have enjoyed a lot of possession. Just haven't connected as many passes in the attacking third, but the 2-goal lead definitely well-deserved. That is a dangerous ball. Clearing attempt by Chanhassen went right across the face of a Red Knights player, and it will go out of play. But Red Knights will get a throw-in. Still in the Chanhassen attacking third here. They've really set up shop in the last 10 minutes or so. That ball will go back out of play. That one off the Red Knights will be Chanhassen looking to clear. Controlled by the Red Knights. Burns in midfield. Now over to Van Hove. Now to Rue. Back to Burns. And back to Jelling in midfield.
Oh, that's the one thing I
And that pass a little too far for Maria Van Hove, so it'll go out of play. It'll be another Chanhassen throw-in.
Entering the game for the Storm, number 3, Haley Resch.
Now in for the Storm, that is number 3, Haley Risch. Looks like Cameron Olson will go out. Chanhassen working ahead. Nicely won by Westerhouse. Waiting for some support, taking on 3 Red Knights players. Westerhouse now will look to cross, and it'll find a Storm player, but not for long. Chanhassen will still control out by midfield. Megan Sellinger will bring it back in. And look to make a final pass and does not quite get there. But it'll go back to Chanhassen midfield. That ball too long and too deep for any Storm player to get on the end of it. It goes out for a Benilde goal kick.
Into the game for the Red Knights, number 17, Allie Coughlin.
Now to the game for Benilde St. Margaret's. Allie Coughlin, number 17, and Elizabeth Ombre, number 10. I believe that is Ombre's first action of the match.
think Mr. Porsche just discovered today that my
Benilde has not been threatened too much so far. Chanhassen has looked to make some runs and just hasn't been able to make that final pass in the attacking third.
So he was like,
Red Knights control this one.
oh, it's actually one. Now it's one. And he's like,
That ball will go out of play. Another Storm throw-in.
it's saying, I hate my
Down to about 5 minutes left here in the first half. 2-0 Benilde St. Margaret's. Chanhassen free kick.
So you know those note card things or whatever? So he did ours. He did some of them today. So
Chanhassen looks like they're going to throw a few players forward here, hope to get somebody on the end of this free kick.
Margaret calls herself Katie, and I'm like,
Played in nicely, but deflected away by the Red Knights.
it's like I'm pretty sure I told you.
Madhouse plays it ahead to Van Hyde. We'll look to get it in deep for Tedder, and that ball is going to be too long. Chanhassen goal kick.
Entering the game for
Good
the
crowd
Red
on hand
Knights,
tonight
number
on a
20,
lovely evening in St. Louis Park. And they're enjoying it right now because the Red Knights have a 2-0 lead.
Oh, and then I had to write a
Benilde looking here to finish strong and get into the break, preserving that lead.
Okay, I get it.
Dylan Melby with the goal kick. And that ball played directly into Alexa Tatterin's path. And she'll look to get it back, but that'll be cleared by Chanhassen. We'll go out for a Red Knights throw-in. Played into the box, but Chanhassen will get on the end of that. But deflected away. Another Red Knights throw in here as we play the final few minutes of the first half.
And then there's Molly Katie.
That throw-in finds the box, but no white shirts there.
Yeah.
Now they get it back, and that ball will be sent back in, but too wide of the net.
Fans are at the concession stand will be open at halftime. There are some cold drinks there as well as some more
Dylan Melby will take another goal kick here for Chanhassen.
at halftime.
She's been busy. Couple goals, more shots. Goal kick here. Chanhassen will get on the end of it. It'll be Haley Risch to control it. It'll be back to Megan Sellinger, who will work it ahead. Looks to be safely controlled by Taylor Jelling of the Red Knights. And now they will look to work it ahead. Burns will control it. Tattering gets on the end of it.
No idea.
Wait, you saved every.
Red Knights safely passing around in their own half.
Don't. I only saved a couple things.
Ball will
I
go out
saved
of
all
play.
my papers 'cause I
Red
felt-
Knights still control.
I felt so like. I would have felt so. Well, are those?
I remember that. Those phones.
What are those called? Oh yeah.
Red Knights will work it ahead. That's Ellie Coughlin, who will work it wide. Coughlin gets it back.
I like that one.
Tries to shot, but it's deflected.
That one.
Coughlin back to Maria Van Hove, who will work it forward now. The cross comes in, deflected off Chanhassen, and they will clear. No Red Knights players to get on the end of that one. But they will get a throw in, and they still control it here.
Apparently ours fired back.
Trying to find Tadrin with that pass. It's too long. But now she gets it back off a bad pass by a Chanhassen defender. And she'll control it, and that pass will be intercepted by Chanhassen, but now controlled again by Benilde.
Bench here. I can't talk.
Finding Elizabeth Ombre.
Him and Sean McCullough as your partners for the card
Still controlled.
because I got an F on the website because they did not.
And that deflected,
I actually did some of theirs,
but
and
not
they
far.
got an F. I was the only person who
Taylor
did
Jelling
and then we got
ahead
a
to
C
Elizabeth
on
Rygar.
because they wouldn't help. Ben was
Emma
playing
Vanderhyde.
games on his computer the whole time. Only one was like,
About 30 seconds left to go. She'll try her luck from distance. But right to Dylan Melby. She knocks it down
I almost got
and will work it ahead.
an A to an A.
Less than 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Chanhassen will look to clear, but Tatter gets on the end of it and then deflected to Chanhassen.
Never mind.
And Chanhassen looks to dribble out the half here. It gets to Westerhouse, but she's not able to move forward with it. And there's your first half. At the end of 40 minutes of play from St. Louis Park, Red Knights look good. They have a 2-0 lead. Emma Vanderhyde, your first goal scorer. Kara Klacko, the goal scorer on the second goal. It's halftime here. Metro West Conference Soccer. Benilde St. Margaret's 2, Chanhassen Storm 1. Nothing.
Drownings are a leading cause of death for young children. Simple safety steps are the best way to prevent these tragedies. Make sure kids learn how to swim. Always watch them in and around water. Properly fence all pools and stay away from drains. Consider the steps you take, then add a few more. Because you never know which pool safety step will save a life until it does. Simple steps save lives. To learn some new ones, visit poolsafely.gov.
Welcome back to St. Louis Park, the campus of Benilde St. Margaret's High School, where at halftime it is the Red Knights 2, Chanhassen Storm nothing. We're just getting ready to start the second half here. Red Knights with a great first half, saw a lot of possession of the ball, had a lot of good scoring chances, looking really good in midfield, really controlling the ball. Chanhassen looking to get going here. Did not get too many Storm players on the end of too many passes, and as a result, were shut out in the first half. 40 more minutes here to go on a beautiful night from St. Louis Park, and it'll be the Red Knights to start things off here in the second half. And Red Knights look to continue all that momentum that they generated. Your goal scorers in the first half was the first goal scored by number 9, Emma Vanderhyde. Second goal by number 7, Kiera Klacko. Van Hyde and Klacko, your scorers. Chanhassen looking to make something happen here. They've got
Are they extremely happy?
a bit of a chance. They had numbers there for a second. They will still control it, and they'll work it back in, but this ball will be controlled by Jordan Madhouse of the Red Knights.
Good. We need to win one.
Pressured, but the ball goes out of play, and the Red Knights will maintain possession. It'll be a throw-in. Star performers in the first half, obviously the goal scorers also. Maddox looked very good in midfield, controlling it. Alexa Tadderin almost got on the end of a few balls in the 18-yard box. She's definitely a candidate to score a third goal for the Red Knights tonight.
I tell you the word, and then you tell me the definition. I say the word.
As far as the Storm goes, Mira Westerhouse was definitely very active in the attacking half when Chanhassen did get a couple chances. Still looking for their first goal, however. Be a Red Knights free kick. It's going to be Mimi Burns to take it. Plays it across midfield. Chanhassen intercepts, but not for long. Emma Vanderhyde will control, and she'll get it back to Emily Schmitz. Will be dispossessed. That's foul. It's going to be a Red Knights free kick. Quinn O'Connor was almost in there, but just a little too much contact.
Working together to form. Or to working. Oh, wait, no.
Here's Emma Vanderhyde. First goal scorer tonight. She'll play it over to Taylor Coughlin. And she'll find Taylor Jelling in space. Look to play it ahead. Intercepted by Chanhassen. They will work it back the other way. O'Connor. Now Rish. Now back to Kodette. Van Bergen will work it back. Chanhassen in the very early going here, seeing a little bit more of the ball. And now the Red Knights will control it again. Red Knights still having the attacking half. Ball will go out of play, off of the Storm, and it'll be a Benilde throw-in. This time it's going to be Burns to take it. And we'll get it in deep off the head of a Chanhassen player. Quinn O'Connor will nod it over, and now she almost will get it back. Pardon me, that's Erin Schneider on 16, not the 15 of Quinn O'Connor. Tadderin on the right side. Earns a throw-in. Benilde in another dangerous position here. Burns again will be the taker for the throw-in. And she'll get into the 18-yard box, but no white shirts there to get on the end of it. Chanhassen will clear nicely. It might find Coughlin there. She will keep it in, but not for long. Holman wasn't able to do anything with it, and so Benilde will control. It's Tadderin again. She's moving side to side. She's everywhere in the attacking third. Emma Vanderhyde. Try her luck. Right into the hands of Melby. Bobbles it for a second, but didn't trouble her too much. Another shot on goal. Get that ball across midfield. Chanhassen will hold on to it for the time being. And we'll look to work it ahead. And goaltender for the Red Knights gets there. Myberg, excuse me. And we'll get it right back into play. Jordan Madhouse on the right side. We'll look for Burns. Burns in midfield. Nobody there for the Red Knights. Turned right over to Chanhassen. Holman. Kodette over to Maria Westerhouse. Little too much contact there from the Red Knights, and Chanhassen will get a free kick in a semi-decent position. They might be able to get this into the box. Maybe get somebody onto the end of it. It's going to be Erin Schneiderhan who will take it. Does get into the box. Almost does find a Chanhassen player, but it'll be cleared by Benilde, but only as far as the Chanhassen midfield, and then they'll give it right back to Benilde. Emily Vanderheide controls it at midfield. Looks to find Maria Van Hove, but does not quite get there, and it'll go back over to Chanhassen, and that'll be Elizabeth Codet who will play it ahead.
We only had like an hour practice.
Haley Risch now to Westerhouse. Turned over. Every Storm player who finds themselves with the ball in the Benilde half finds themselves immediately blanketed by a white shirt. That ball will run too far for Tadderin to get on the end of it. And Melby will play it ahead, gets as far as midfield. Won't immediately find a Chanhassen player. But Schmitz bumped off the ball. That searching ball for O'Connor does not quite get to her. Schmitz will clean up and bring it the other way. Coughlin. Schmitz to Madhouse. Still Madhouse now. She almost gets it back. Turned over to Chanhassen. But Van Bergen gets dispossessed. Not for long. It'll go back the other way. Chanhassen definitely looking a little bit brighter. Definitely enjoying more possession at least. Still have yet to have a real dangerous scoring chance, but got to have the ball to score the ball. Taylor Jelling now. We'll watch it run out of play. Go ahead and be a goal kick for Maya Berg to take. Red Knights goalkeeper. Sun's starting to set a little more here. Shadows creeping across the field, but still plenty of daylight left to get this match in. Chanhassen takes over now on the right side and will look to make something happen in the center of the field. Westerhouse tries to cross, deflected right to Benilde, but it comes out to Codet, who's dispossessed. And Benilde will look to get it up to Tadderin. She's in space. We'll see if she can get a shot on. Works it back, deflected away, and she'll work it back to Stokes over there, and she gets dispossessed. And Chanhassen, not a great clearing attempt, but they will get it out nonetheless. And it's picked off there by Schmitz. We'll get it back to Madhouse. We'll find Coughlin. We'll go back to Chanhassen for the time being. Benilde takes over. Coughlin gets it back in the center of the field. She's got Tadderin in front. Still with it now. Stokes. Works around the defender. Into the box. Nice defensive play by Claire Navarra. And Chanhassen will break. We'll get it across midfield, but it'll be picked off there by Taylor Jelling. And she'll get it ahead to Emma Van Hyde, who will find Madison Stokes on the left side. 3 Red Knights players in front. Ball is picked off, but gets back to Stokes. And she'll find Van Hyde and Vanderhyde in the center of the field. Coughlin. Back to Schmitz now. And Madhouse will give it right to Chanhassen. They are unable to clear, and it'll come back to Taylor Coughlin. Allie Coughlin, excuse me. Madison Stokes on the left side, finds herself in a lot of space. Works around a Chanhassen defender, gets into the center. Vanderhyde takes a shot, goes high. She scored the first goal, fancied her chances there again, but that one went high. Just got underneath it a little bit too much. And it'll be a Chanhassen goal kick.
Entering the game for the Storm.
A couple substitutions now.
Number
4, Laura Powell coming in for the Storm.
Entering the game for the Red Knights, number 8.
And for your Red Knights, it'll be number 8, Sophia Rue, coming back on. Rue had a very strong game at midfield in the first half. Goal kick here from Chanhassen. And it'll be gathered in by the Red Knights. There is Rue, who just came into the game. Tries to find Madhouse, but she can't quite get there. And Chanhassen will break it out. Nice attempt pass there. Chanhassen gets it back. can't quite control. Good defensive work there by the Red Knights. Maria Van Hove will play it back to Schmitz. Will play it into center. And now Burns has it, and will play to Madhouse on the right side. And she'll look for Rue. Tries to get it back to Burns, but Chanhassen will control. Haley Risch plays it across. Still controlled by Chanhassen, but they give it right back. Madison Stokes on the left side. And she will get it back and look to run a little bit. She'll bring it across midfield. And that's Maria Van Hove who will play it ahead. Looking for Tadderin. Doesn't quite get to her yet again. Melby will gather it in and now play it ahead. Chanhassen will end up trying to control it, but they will not. And no Red Knight's going to get on the end of that one. So a little more concerted effort, defensive effort so far from the Storm, and it's paying dividends. They're getting a little more possession and getting some chances to break. They just haven't been able to connect any passes quite yet. And now Benilde looks dangerous again. Right at the top of the 18-yard box. Great shot opportunity here. Oh, and she will not be able to take it. Collides. It'll be a free kick. Too much contact there. And this will be a dangerous free kick for the Red Knights if this can get through. Scored off a set piece, their second goal of the first half. It was Kira Klacko cleaning up on a rebound that came in off a well-taken free kick by, I believe, Mimi Burns took that one. And it looks like she will be taking this one as well. About the same position as the last one. That one just high. Did not get that one on frame. And that will be a Chanhassen goal kick. Storm trying to claw their way back into this one. Down 2-0 as we're just under 28 minutes to go here in this match on a lovely night in St. Louis Park. And this is the Red Knights looking to keep control, but it goes back over to Chanhassen. Taken over by Benilde. Jordan Madhouse tries to settle. Settles it enough for Schmitz to get it. Now to Burns. Burns in midfield. Takes a look up and was trying to find Madison Stokes with that one, but it was not long enough. Chanhassen will take over. Now Stokes backtracking, trying to get this ball back for Benilde, and she'll get there with help from teammate there. Benilde still with it in midfield. Jordan Madhouse on the right. Tries to play a neat little through ball to Tadderin, but does not quite find her. Now tries to get it back to Madhouse, and that ball looks like it'll run out of play, and that is going to be a goal kick. Just hit that side of the corner flag.
Entering the game for the Red Knights, number 7.
Addition for the Red Knights here.
Klacko.
Number 7, Kira Klacko, second goal scorer, will come in, and Emily Burns will give away. Mimi Burns, excuse me. Goal kick here for Chanhassen. Finds a Storm player, and they'll look to keep it here. And move it across midfield, which they do. A little too much contact there. So it'll be a free kick just past midfield. And that's going to be Erin Schneiderhan that'll play it in. And it's a nice long ball, but it'll miss everybody except Maya Berg, Red Knights goalkeeper. She gloves that easily. And now we'll roll it just past Chanhassen. A little bit of a dangerous ball there. but the Red Knights aren't too troubled by it. Jordan Maddouse will play it up. And Maddouse again. And that's Sophia Rue with it. And she'll find Maddouse on the right. Kara Klacko to Rue. And that'll run through her, and it'll be collected by Stokes. And it'll get as far as Allie Coughlin. We'll keep it in for the Red Knights. Coughlin again. Tries to find a way through. That deflected by Chanhassen. And kept out of play, but then tapped out by Megan Sellinger. And it'll be a Benilde throw-in. This will be Emily Schmitz. Tatterin. Klacko. Might play it wide. Wide to Stokes. Back in the middle of the field. Does not find a white shirt. It'll be clear, but only as far as Coughlin. And now a big clearance by the Storm. That'll go almost all the way back. Oh, and now an opportunistic chance for Chanhassen. Cannot get a shot away. That was Laura Powell who dispossessed Taylor Jelling just outside of the Benilde 18-yard box. No danger in the end.
Entering the game for the Storm.
Couple substitutions here for Chanhassen.
Number 5, Callie Winters.
Number 5, Kelly Winters coming into the game.
Number 14, Cameron Olson.
And as well as number 14, Cameron Olson. And number 15, Quinn O'Connor. Looks like at least number 7, Elizabeth Kodak, came out. So Storm with 3 changes here, trying to get some fresh legs on. Try and get at least the first goal, then worry about an equalizer. Maddouse and acres of space here. She's got Rue in midfield, finds her. And she'll dribble right and take a shot. Nice shot, nice pace, but it was always going wide. Didn't triple Melby in the end. It'll be a goal kick.
Entering the game for the Red Knights, number 22.
Now Red Knight substitution. Coming out on that is going to be number 4, Alexa Tatterin. I'll take a seat. 22 coming into the game for the Red Knights. And here's Klacko with it. And dispossessed there. Comes back to midfield. Loose ball will be gathered in by Taylor Jelling, and she'll play it ahead. That ball will go out of play, and it'll be a Chanhassen throw-in. Chanhassen definitely playing the Red Knights much more even this half. No score in this half, still remains 2-0. Red Knights, their 2 first half goals. Red Knights still having a lot of possession, though, in the attacking third. And now here's Maddouse with a great chance right at the keeper. Great save by Dylan Melby. Great save there, staring down Jordan Maddouse, who had 2 bites at the apple. Remains 2-0. Chanhassen now looking to break. Lots of space for the Storm. And it's played ahead just too long. It was right to Maya Berg, who plays it back ahead. Madison Stokes will control it on the left. She'll get it into center. And dispossessed there again by Chanhassen. Great scoring chance there for Maddouse. Just could not miss the goalkeeper.
Enter the game for the Storm, number 1, Claire Navarra.
Coming back into the game for Chanhassen, Claire Navarra, number 1. And it is a Storm throw-in. Benilde with it. Great ball ahead. It's Van Hove on the left. She gets dispossessed of it. Gets it back. Holds it by the touchline. And lots of space here. Great through ball. Doesn't quite get on the end of it. Tried to find Van Hove right in the box, but she met the goalkeeper right at the ball. And in this situation, Dylan Melby came on top. And she plays it back to midfield. And Chanhassen has it. Schneiderhan looks played ahead. Tries to find Navarra. Goes out of play. Benilde throw in. It's Madhouse on the right. To Coughlin. To Klacko. Holds in midfield. Looks to go wide for Stokes. Rue. Challenge there. Gets free. Now looks for a lot of space. Van Hove has it. Top of the box. Tries to play it back. Coughlin having it. Stokes on the right now. Free to cross. Just goes out of play. Goal kick for Chanhassen. Just couldn't get that ball up in the air. So another goal kick here. We're now under 20 minutes left in the second half. Still 2-0 Red Knights. Westerhouse. Ahead for Chanhassen. Navarra. Not sure if that was a shot or a cross attempt, but it'll go wide and out of play. Like it just went off the side of her foot.
Finishing game for the Red Knights.
Your Red Knights throw in.
McCall
Number 11, McCall Bromelkamp into the game for the Red Knights. Madison Stokes will take a seat for the time being. And throw in comes in. And we'll do it again off of Chanhassen. Schmidt's up for Van Hove. Gives it right to Chanhassen. And that ball, that crossing attempt will find nobody except Taylor Jelling of the Red Knights. And she'll play it ahead to Bromelkamp. Turned over. Chanhassen holding it. Turned it back over to the Red Knights. Madhouse has tons of space on the right. That ball not quite long enough. She can't get to it. Chanhassen will go back the other way with Claire Navarra. Brings that ball in deep. Westerhouse lets it run. And will try and find Navarra again with that ball. She'll get on the end of it. She'll try and cross it. And it just goes off the touchline. Ball bounced up in the air. Would have been free for a shot if anybody from Chanhassen could have gotten on the end of it. Nobody there, though.
Corner kick.
So it's going to be a corner for Chanhassen. First corner of the game. Laura Powell is going to be the one to take it for the Storm. So good chance here for the Storm to get back into it if this corner is good. And that ball goes right under Maya Berg. It went directly in off the corner kick. So Laura Powell is going to get credit for that goal. Just looked like a little bit of a misplay there by Berg. So here the Storm right back into a 2-1 now. 16 minutes left. 16 minutes, 13 seconds left for the Storm to get an equalizer. Red Knights have had a lion's share of the chances, but that one a tough break. Ball came in and Berg just misjudged the bounce a little bit and it got underneath her. You wonder if maybe the sun came into play there because she's looking right into it, right down that touch line. Sun not quite down yet here. Benilde will control now up 2-1. Under 16 minutes left to go in the second half. And the Storm have life, and they'll look to break. It's Navarra again down the left. Now plays it to Powell, the goal scorer, and turned over to Benilde, but Powell will get a foot on it, and Chanhassen will keep control. Looking for Navarra on the left side. That ball's going to be too long. That'll go out of play. That is a Red Knights throw-in.
Into the game for the Red Knights, number 9.
A couple substitutions here.
Emma Vanderhyde.
Emma Vanderhyde coming back to the game.
Mimi Burns.
And number 12, Mimi Burns. And looks like Van Hove and Tatterin will take a seat for the time being. So all of a sudden, a little tension into this match. Benilde still definitely in charge. But the Storm just need one to equalize. Westerhouse, good looking shot, always going wide though. Goal kick.
I picked it up and they scored.
Maya Berg will take this goal kick
Kind of afraid of what I'm gonna miss.
for the Red Knights. And is controlled by Chanhassen, but then cleared by Benilde. Deflected by Chanhassen. That leaves enough time for Vanderhyde to get on the end of it. And it comes back to Coughlin. Deflected off of Chanhassen, and Benilde will still control it. And that'll be Jelling. To Burns. Back to Jelling. Right about midfield. Jelling gets it back, finds herself with space in the middle. She'll look for Coughlin. Coughlin with space in front of her. Now Vanderhyde with a little back heel for Coughlin. Not gonna be able to get a shot on it. But Rue cleans up. A nice shot. Very nice shot. Rising. But gloved easily by Melby. Probably one of Melby's best saves on the night. That's going to be a handball. Red Knights free kick. They'll look to take it quickly. Rue. A little nutmeg there. Rue gets free. Got space in front of her. And the searching pass there. A little too long. So he was looking for Brummelkamp. Good thought there by Sophia Rue.
Number 10, Victoria Holman.
Number 10, Victoria Holman comes back into the game for the Chanhassen Storm. And this is a Storm goal kick. Chanhassen controls this off the goal kick and look to play it ahead, looking for Westerhouse. She can't get to it. It's played back in. Red Knights control. But now that ball finds a lot of space, and Chanhassen brings it back. Until it's turned back over. Vanderhyde to Burns. Deflected away. Claire Navarre for the Storm. Great play by Coughlin laying out. Deflect that ball. Schmitz to Burns to Madhouse. And that ball searching will stay into play. But Chanhassen will play it up. That's Schneiderhan. She's been everywhere on that left side, along with Navarre. And Westerhouse gets between two Red Knights players there, and that is a foul. And she'll look to play it quick and looking for Victoria Holman. Doesn't find her at first, but she might get another chance at it. Nice clearing by the Red Knights there. Free from danger. Sophia Rue. Emma Vanderhyde. Now on the right side. And she'll find Coughlin, who will play it back over to Jordan Madhouse. Now Vanderhyde looking for it in the middle of the field. And deflected away. Madhouse will get it back. Still with it now. Still with it. And she'll look to shoot. And the ball was right on line. Dangerous moment there for the Storm. Melby gloved it, but left a big rebound, much like she did on the second goal for the Red Knights. And that ball rolled so far away, she had to get defensive help on that. But the Storm do clear it. It will be a Red Knights throw-in in the attacking third. Finds Rue in the box. And she eventually does control it and will shoot. And that's a great goal. Sophia Rue finds the far side of the goal. She found herself blanketed immediately, but was able to handle the ball around the defender, take a look up, and bury it right on the right side.
Sophie Rue.
So Red Knights now look free from danger, look to be getting full points from this match if they can hold on to their 2-goal lead here in the final 11 minutes. It's 3-1 Red Knights over the Chanhassen Storm. That was just a well-taken goal. Chanhassen looks to come back. And that's an optimistic shot. No trouble for Maya Berg. And that ball is going to end up out of play. Going to be a Red Knights throw-in. And it's Jordan Madhouse going to take that. She finds Emma Vanderhyde. And turned over. Chanhassen will bring it back the other way. Tries to find Westerhouse. And she gets it eventually in midfield. Searching ball right to Benilde. And they will control. Ball out of play. Red Knights throw in. Under 10 minutes now to go. 3-1 Red Knights. 2-0 at half. Chanhassen pulled one back.
And number 18, Madison Stokes.
Elizabeth Ombre, Madison Stokes coming back into the game. No changes for the Storm on that whistle. Chanhassen trying to find somebody to get on the end of a pass. That one's going to be a little bit too wide for Muffenmeyer. And it'll be a Red Knights throw in. Solid effort here by Chanhassen to come back in the second half. Red Knights look to be just too strong, though. Too strong on the ball. Much crisper passing. But the Storm had a lot more possession this half than they did in the first half. Put themselves in position to equalize. Benilde will bring it back. Vanderhyde lays it off to Burns. This one could be a little bit too long for Rue, and it is. That'll go out of play. Chanhassen throw in.
Entering the game for the Storm.
Couple Storm substitutions now.
Number 7.
Number 7, Elizabeth Codet.
Elizabeth Codet. As well as number 15.
Vanderhyde now with it in the box.
Gwen O'Connor. Entering the game for the Red Knights.
Other Storm changes, Quinn
Number
O'Connor.
20, Stephanie Wallace.
Stokes can't quite get to that pass. Storm will bring it back. Powell, the goal scorer. A nice ball across. It might find O'Connor. Not quite. Just can't quite get to it. Jelling will clear it. And the ball gets to midfield where Sophia Rue finds it. And Vanderhyde has it. Will find Stokes in space. Closed down by Schneiderhan. Gets it back to Vanderhyde.
Red Knights number 20, Elizabeth Dreiger.
And she looks up. Take her shot. Just over the crossbar. Vanderhyde has looked good whenever she's gone for goal tonight. That one just a little bit too high. Couldn't have missed the bar by more than 6 inches. But it's a Storm goal kick. Time winding down here on the Storm. They need 2 goals to get something out of this match. And they have the ball deep in their own end. Look to bring it out. Now gets into the attacking half. That's O'Connor. She'll play it ahead. Ball just runs out of play. Going back the other way. Benilde throwing. Your goal scorers again tonight for your Red Knights. First one is Emma Vanderhyde. And then Kiera Klacko added a second in the first half. And now here in the second half, Sophie Rue added a third one. Chanhassen did pull one back by virtue of a corner kick from Laura Powell. That was deflected in. On the only corner of the game for either team. That ball too far. Goal kick.
Entering the game for the Storm, number 3.
Storm substitution, Haley Risch comes back in.
Entering the great game for the Red Knights, number 7.
In for the Red Knights, 7, Kara Klacko will come back in. And Mimi Burns will take a seat. Here's the Storm goal kick. Coming up on 5 minutes remaining. Chanhassen will work it ahead. This is Westerhouse. O'Connor trying to get to it. Trips up Jelling there, but no call. Now played back in front, and it's a goal. Storm goal scored. It's Powell again. So this one not over. 3-2 now. That was interesting play. Jelling got tripped up. There was no call on it. It looked like O'Connor might have caught her, but the referee saw nothing in it. So O'Connor was able to gather it in and then get it across the goal mouth. And it was buried.
Storm, number 4, her second goal of the game.
So that's a brace for Laura Powell.
The assist on the goal goes to number 15.
And O'Connor on the assist.
Powell from O'Connor.
So 3-2 now, just under 5 minutes to go. 1 goal down for the Storm. So we'll see how these last 5 minutes go here. Storm will probably push some numbers forward. For right now, though, Benilde controls in midfield. Now ahead to Vanderhyde. She'll get it over to Sophie Rue. Vanderhyde still with it. Holding it, doing a great job of holding the ball. Trying to get some space, waiting for some teammates. Just runs out of time. That ball dribbles away out of play. And this is going to be the first corner for Benilde.
Number 9, Emma Vanderhyde.
So Vanderhyde will be taking this corner. Red Knights with 5 players now in the box. And that one's going to be gloved. Went right to Melby. No chance for any Red Knight player to get on the end of that one. Melby will play it ahead. And Westerhouse will try and get to that. But beaten off the ball by Emily Schmitz. Now Stokes wins it. And Ombre has it. Play it back to Coughlin, to Klacko. Across the field now. And trying to play that ball wide, it'll be too long. It'll go out of play. Storm throwing, and they take it quickly with just 3:20 to go here. Storm still have it. Now turned over. Klacko with it. Finds Ombre.
I've done that before.
Back to Ombre. And she'll find Klacko with space in midfield. And she'll run it ahead. Vanderhyde now. Looking for Stokes, that deflected. And Schneiderhan will get to it and keep it in. And she'll play it across to a defender to try and clear it. And it'll only get as far as the Benilde midfield. Now it's Coughlin, and now it's Klacko. Klacko holding it. Clip there. Free kick for Benilde. They take it quickly. Ombre. Vanderhyde trying to get it back to Ombre. She has it. Coughlin. Rue. Picked off by Chanhassen. And she keep it. A great tackle there by Klacko. Stood her ground and did not let the Chanhassen forward get through her. The Storm now have it in the attacking half. Looking for Powell. Cannot get to the end of it. Bergel control. Under 2 minutes to go. 3-2, Benilde St. Margaret's. Storm looking for the equalizer. They scored 2 in the second half. off of the boot of Laura Powell. Powell plays it back now. It's Navarra. 90 seconds. Schneiderhan. Still Storm ball. Plays a long ball, trying to get Powell on the end of it. She will almost get there, but the ball will run out of play for a goal kick. Time running out on the Storm.
Ready to the game for the Red Knights. Number 16, Maria Van Hove.
A couple late substitutions.
Also
Maria
into the
Van
game for the
Hove
Red Knights, number 12, Mimi
and
Burns.
Mimi Burns coming back into the game with just a minute left to go now. That's going to be Coughlin and Ombre taking a seat. Under 1 minute, this will be a Red Knights goal kick. And if the Storm have any hopes of an equalizer, it's going to have to come very quickly. Storm get it. It's O'Connor. It's Powell. Tries to get it back to O'Connor. She can't quite get there. It'll go out of play for a goal kick. Excuse me. Off of Benilde. This will be a corner kick. It'll be Powell to take another corner kick. She scored off the last one. 22 seconds left. Ball played in the box. Headed away by Benilde. Now comes out to Schneiderhan. Tries to play it back in. Benilde clears. Now Rue. Still Chanhassen ball. 6 seconds. Westerhouse can't control it. Cleared away by Benilde. And the horn will sound. And there's your final. 3-2, Benilde St. Margaret's Red Knights. They hold on here. A frenetic comeback attempt by the Chanhassen Storm. Benilde improves to 7-2-0. Chanhassen will fall to 5-4-2. So that's your final from Benilde St. Margaret's High School. 3-2, Red Knights.